We
Hold your
love
heads
hip
up.
hop.
I'm looking at the next thing on the list, top 5.
Yeah.
So I'll give you guys a quick top 5 update, right?
A little insider
A
info.
little insider info, right? Insider baseball. He's dealing with some messed up conditions right now over there. They brought him back to the South, over here in Toronto, because he was like out of town. They had him locked up out of town. And out of town, like there's all these people who are always like, yo, top 5s and PCs and PC. No, he's been in different places. Remember, top 5's been gone for almost 2 years. Right?
Oh, wow, it's been that long.
It's been a while now, right? So he's been to different detention centers, and they have him in GP in multiple detention centers that he's been in, okay, including the East Detention, all these different places. Right now, they have him in SEG, right, which is like segregation. And they won't let him go to General Pop.
What's the difference between segregation and general? Is it just like
You're completely by yourself?
Oh, okay.
It's like isolated.
Is it kind of like when they send you to the hole or whatever, like type shit?
Basically.
Okay.
Right? But like, that's not a humane condition to have somebody under.
No, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And they'll always use the excuse that, yo, you're high profile, ray-tay-tay, you know what I'm saying? But in my opinion, like that's an inhumane type of thing to do to somebody. That like, hey, if they request to go into General Pop, like let them go into General Pop.
Yeah,
You know
to
what I'm
be
saying?
secluded 24 hours a day.
Yeah.
Long stretches of time.
And you're only allowed to do that in like the system, like for a certain amount of time.
Yeah, exactly.
Like I think it's like 15 days or something like that.
Yeah.
That you're allowed to keep somebody in segregation.
But that's literally a torture method.
It's a punishment.
Mhm.
You know?
Like you got into a fight on the range or something like that, and they sent you to segregation. They sent you to seg, and you know, think about it over there. Like you're punished. You're more punished than you're already punished in the jail.
It's like, yo, I'm already in jail. But it's like, Kofi did something, then like, I don't want to say I would understand, but then I would say they would have more reason. But if it's just because you're a high profile, it's like, you should be abiding by this person's request. You know what I mean? Like they recognize the popularity they have or whatever, and they're still requesting this, then like there's no more conversation after that.
Yeah, and the thing is, it gets dirty when it comes to this whole jail shit, because these guys, the people, the what do you call them? The COs and stuff like that, they're not like older heads. There are some old head COs and stuff like that, and a lot of them become sergeants and shit. But a lot of them are young. They come from regular neighborhoods and stuff like that. They know Wagwan. They watch the Instagram and YouTube and all that shit. So they know who all these guys are.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They know the best places to put them so that they can be safe.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Because they probably follow the shit more than some people that need to watch us to keep up with shit. You know what I'm saying?
I wonder how many COs are in the Torontology like Reddit, because I feel like there's so much information there and they're probably super up to date with the polys, right?
And they're not probably in there on some sneaky shit. They're probably just there like fans.
It's part of maybe it's part of their work where it's like, let's see what this ends is saying against this ends. You know,
I'm sure there are a percentage of those guys too. Like you will get paid by the CSC, Correction Services Canada, to like know more intel on these different people that come into jail. But a lot of these people, men and women, like back in the days, I've dealt with so many women back in the days who were like, I want to be a CO. And I never understood why. And these are hood chicks. You know what I'm saying? But like,
okay, yeah. Now
some of them have become COs, probably. I don't know, right? But some of them have probably become COs, because if you hear it 5 times in life, maybe one of them girls became a CO.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So like they're all coming from regular neighborhoods. They know the man them. They know some of these guys before they got locked up. They're like, yo, I grew up with you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Guys too. So like they know the intricacies. They could be just fans. Cops are fans.
That's wild.
It is true, because like you even see some cops like reciting lyrics.
Yeah.
And all this next stuff, you know what I mean? So yeah, they're definitely
humans, man.
Yeah, they're really tapped in.
Yeah.
But the type of like disassociation you would have to create to simultaneously be pursuing this person to arrest them and enjoying their music, like you're a little twisted, like you're a little like psychopathic,
like
in my opinion.
It's not for intel. It's because you enjoy it. You're just bumping it on repeat just to do when you're in the gym. That's kind of sadistic,
where it's like, I can't wait to get this guy, turn it up. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, what? Like,
no, but that's the thing. I don't think that maybe some of them are like that. Don't get me wrong. I think some of them are like that. But I think some of them don't want to pick up these guys.
Yeah.
They're
Really?
disappointed when they do.
Yeah, exactly.
They're listening to their shit and they're like, I just hope all this shit is just pretend shit. And then when they pick them up for like, you know, an M or like some drugs or something, they're like,
Come on, man.
I don't know.
oh, like I want to listen to your shit more and I have to lock you up now.
I think it depends because I feel like if you are a part of the task force that is assigned to, I guess, like drugs and crime and gangs, you probably do want to arrest these guys.
Yes.
Like you
You
want
got a hard on for them pods.
Yeah, if you like pull someone over like on like a regular thing, then you're like, no, not top 5. Like I love your music, but if it's like, yo, I study your music. I know exactly who you killed. This, like, you know. Then it's like, okay, you're a little twisted a little bit, you know.
Yeah, but the thing is, that gets twisted because you were studying the person's music, and while studying them, you started loving it.
Exactly.
It's like those movies where, like, you know, the woman, like, it's a woman and man thing, mostly like in the movies. And like they're trying to get the evil woman and they end up falling in love with the woman. Like you're getting intel on the music and all of a sudden you're like, this shit kind of bombs. Damn, I like this shit. I play this shit all the time.
You know what I do think some cops do? They'll arrest a rapper and then maybe like later on when they're working out, they'll listen to that rapper's music like as like a reward almost. Like, I don't know. I feel like it is a little weird to be like obsessively like actually enjoying someone's music, but still like trying to arrest them and ruin their life, but like also like trying to do your job.
Like Catch Me If You Can, that movie where Leonardo DiCaprio is playing that forger or whatever. Like the detective was pursuing him so long that eventually like he ended up kind of liking the guy. They built this relationship, you know what I mean? So like there could be remnants of that too, you know?
But when it comes to top 5 with this situation, I think it's the opposite. They know him and they're can win him more.
Yeah, they're trying to. Yeah, exactly.
Like they don't like.
Yeah, because that is a real thing too.
Like they all know who he is, whether they like his music or not, or whatever. Whether they're entertained by the whole storyline or not, but they're like, because you are who you are.
You know how many instructions were probably given to them from like higher up until like the chief about top 5, like. They definitely want to quote unquote teach him a lesson. Yeah,
so I want to say salute to top 5. Like, you know, those conditions need to change for that brother. You know what I'm saying? No matter whether people, you know, because there's people who are going to be in the comments, yo, he's in jail, oh, he's guilty. Da, 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 da. It's always innocent until proven guilty, and no matter when it comes to the dealers, screw them. But
yeah, exactly.
When them are in jail, until they're proven guilty. And even when, you can't have them under inhumane conditions.
Exactly.
Facts.
Because the point of jail is to rehabilitate people. So, like, what are we really doing here? Are we trying to get these people prepared for society?
Yeah.
Or are we trying to deteriorate them? You know?
I don't think the point of jail is to rehabilitate people.
That's supposed to be the point of jail.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, I thought it was straight up punishment.
It's supposed to. You're supposed to.
I didn't know like that was actually like their mission.
That's how they sell it to the public. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh.
And the thing is, and in closing, before we get off of this, it depends, right? Because like I feel like I got rehabilitated from jail. I used the resources that were available to me. When I got to the pen, I got my forklifting license and. You know, I was working as an electrician assistant and stuff like that. Like I try to use my time and like learn more, but not everybody does that shit.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
And then it made me feel like when I got home, I'm like, I never want to go back there again.
Facts.
Right.
Facts.
But I've met people who don't have that same mentality. So it's not jail that's helping to change them from doing crime. There's a deeper issue to prevent them from getting into crime in the first place that has to happen.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's still on you. And before we get off this topic, is it possible to see a We Love Hip Hop top 5 interview from jail?
Possibly. We've spoke about it a bunch of times, but the thing is, like, I want him, and this is just me on my side, I want him to go through all of the stuff that he has to deal with so that any conversation that we have publicly doesn't affect his case in any way.
Yeah, it doesn't jeopardize. Yeah.
Right?
That's fair.
I don't want any interviews to be used again in anybody's court cases.
Again.
It wouldn't be the first time. All right?
Wow.
But yeah, salute to top 5.
Salute.
We love hip hop.